Have you ever found yourself in this situation where you were trying to work on something of significance? It could be a project, an assignment, a business, something of worth, and you just realize that you're not making much of a headway. In this video, I'm going to be addressing 2 points that you can look at to see if this could not be one of the problems. Number one, we don't know it all. Sometimes there's this temptation, myself included, where you think that because you've done maybe extensive research on a particular subject, or because you have some experience in a particular area over some time, that you begin to see yourself as some expert or authority in that field, in which you think that you know it all and no one else can know more about that area than you can or than you are knowledgeable on. So it's a trap. It's a trap because we should always have this, I call it a clause at the back of our minds that I might be wrong. Maybe what I believe in might not be 100% correct. Because if at any point in time we've got everything 100%, then what is the point of still being alive? Because my thought is the reason for life is because there's opportunity for growth. And what is growth if not continuous learning? So at the point when we feel or think that we've known it all and we've gotten all the knowledge, then decay begins, because you are at this point just occupying space. You're not growing anymore. You're not learning anymore. So we need to be very careful of getting to that point. Someone once said that the more you know about a thing, the more you realize how much more you need to know. So knowledge is progressive. Changes come every day, every month, every year. As a matter of fact, even in the field of science, there are certain things that we learned 5-10 years ago that are no more true today. There have been changes in science. There have been changes in the bodies of belief that we accepted years back. So we need to accept the fact that change is continuous. So have it at the back of your mind that your thought pattern now can be improved upon. The problem in that project, the problem you're facing in that task you're handling, could be as a result of your perspective or your mindset. Be open to the idea of letting someone else come take a look, and let's see if another idea could not bring a change to that situation. So very important, do not think that you know it all. That's the first. The second is this. I listened to a podcast this morning, and someone made a very striking statement. And he said that he was talking to a young lady who was trying to scale her business. She's in her 20s, and he said to her that because as long as they got talking, realized that she had a rift with her father. She had not spoken with her father for 10 years. And he said to her that she needs to go and make peace with her father, then come back and work on her business. That struck me. And this is the point. Unforgiveness is a barrier. You might be wondering, how is this so? It is so because unforgiveness creates emotional baggage that you carry about that blocks your initiative, that blocks your inspiration, that keeps you psychologically laboring with a weight that is not necessary. It's interesting because when we go through thoughts like this or comments like this, we now understand that when we read the Bible, it's not just words, they are actually keys to healthy living. You remember where the Lord's Prayer says, "Forgive us our trespasses as we forgive those who trespass against us." Now we see that it's very important. When you do not forgive people, it creates a strain on our psyche. We carry weights in our lives that are not necessary, that are not needed. There's also the parts, also Jesus Christ also speaking, our Lord Jesus Christ speaking as well. And he said a parable of the Pharisee praying and this other person praying. And the Pharisee is praying and saying that his prayer should be answered, not like this other sinner who is praying, And there was a part where our Lord Jesus said that when you are praying and you remember that someone has something against you, stop your prayer, go and make peace with the person, and then you come back. He was telling us things that are important and it's real today because we are told that we are created in God's image. So he knows what's best for us. And that is why when you hold on forgiveness in your heart, you find it difficult to make significant progress in things of importance. Because when you're building something significant, you need inspiration, you need higher knowledge, you need higher input, and you cannot connect when there are barriers in your mind. That is where forgiveness comes in, especially when this person is a significant person in your life. Our parents, our siblings, close family members, people who are dear to us, like the young lady I mentioned earlier who was not on speaking terms with her father. Until she now went and made peace with her father, she now had this peace in her heart, and then she could now focus. So forgiveness is important. Unforgiveness is a barrier. Do not make light of it. We are even told that there are certain things called psychosomatic illnesses. That is, illnesses psycho from the mind, somatic from the body, right? Illnesses that are caused by the mind. So you have people who have grudges, malice in them, and it manifests in illness in their body. And they keep treating the symptoms without handling the root cause. So it's real. So those are the two things we need to look at. Number one, don't think you have all the knowledge. Just put at the back of your mind that I might not have the whole picture. I might not be 100% correct. And it's true because knowledge is progressive. What is known today to be true might be found not to be so true tomorrow. It's all about life. Even look at science and medicine. If you read the history of the progression of medicine, you realize that A lot has improved. What killed people in the past are just mere ailments that can be solved by prescription today. So that just shows us that progress and knowledge is continuously improving. And secondly, unforgiveness is a barrier. God made us in his own image. When he tells us to forgive, it's for a reason. You're forgiving someone because of your well-being. You cannot go very far with unforgiveness in your heart. It's difficult. If you have a great project to address, you want to build something big, you need enough mental energy, psychological energy, physical energy to have this done. And unforgiveness saps this energy from you. I hope this helps. See you again next week.